Hola, everybody, it's me, Adam Prime, and do you like the little pun there I put into the opening? Because we are looking at the Deadmans Vistamp set today. That's why I said hola. That's not going to be a new thing, but that's something stupid I just did. But more Vistamps, more premium Vistamps, which this one makes sense because these ones kind of come with phrases and all of that, and technically this is the Proto Dioku or Squid. It's a prototype because you can see there's no rider on it. The Gifu Junior stamp and the Proto Wolf stamp, and these are the three that are these two are used primarily for Occulta and Julio to transform into their Deadman forms, which are pictured on the side. This one's just kind of used more just to summon the grunts. Aguilera never really used this to transform. You obviously have the three on top, and obviously, maybe that says Gracias Deadman. I don't know. Obviously, the contents. Got Aguilera and the Gifu Junior grunts, which I do like these grunts. The grunts look really good. You got all of this on the back, and that's kind of messing with the lighting in my camera, but whatever. It's also kind of creepy that like right before I was recording, it was picking up all three of their faces, so that's it's kind of eerie. But these are some really cool stamps, so let's bring them in here and we will get started. And here we are. Here are the three stamps. We will take a look at the Dioku. How do you say this? Dioka. That guy. That like what it said. You obviously have the metal part on the bottom. You can also, do all that. Got the marbling and honestly, these are all three of these are very unique because they're all like very uniquely styled. But these two have exclusive stamp sounds, but they all also have this stamp sound whenever you press the button. So there's that again. You also get that green LED peeking through. Also, it's a very nice metallic. Like I don't know if it's a paint or plastic, but it looks really good. But if you hold the button, you'll get some occulta phrases. Like you get 4 of them. I have no idea what this guy's saying. Okay. Wonder if he mentioned anything about backstabbing. I think that was the same one. But that's all of his. Now it's back to normal. And obviously we'll come back to this one. We'll look at Wolf real quick, which I love the metallic purple. Like I've mentioned before on the channel that I love purple. Purple's one of my favorite colors, and I really like how this purple turned out. I like the wolf. Wolves are one of my favorite animals anyway. And got that. Also, I like how like this is the plastic for the like purple part is like so opaque that it looks like just the wolf is glowing via the LED. But you get your own unique. Dropping some nice beats right there. There's that. I also do like the bottom of the stamp and that the wolf is just going ah. But yeah, so there's the QR code, and if you hold this, you'll get some Julio phrases or Tamaki. Well, I guess it was mostly while he was Julio, but this one also only has 4. Oh. And that's all of those. And now we're back to normal. And the Gifu Junior stamp looks very unique because it's all just an opaque plastic, and it has a lot of like nice like painting detail, or like I don't know if it was like a wash or what it was, but it looks really good. And I heard a lot of people have complaints about it, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me personally. I like the wash. It's really nice, and it's all fully molded onto there. So that's cool. Got the bottom of the stamp, which has the Gifu Junior little face. I don't know what is on this magnet. These magnets like to get stuff onto them. But the Gifu Junior. This thing's so opaque you can't. I don't know if an LED is under there, but you can't see it. But it says Junior. And apparently, when you switch, this one has 3 modes instead of the other 2, like unlike these 2 that only have 2. And this apparently has 24 Aguilera phrases. I'm going to go through them, but if I have to re-upload this because somebody slapped me because I can't technically be using these phrases, that's what's going to happen. But we will go through them. We'll see what we get. That's the quickest one. By the way, like, this cult is creepy, man. It's so wrong. I imagine it's just the Vice stamp, but I don't know why, but it's weird that it accentuates, like, the breathing, like, like, it's like, are you gasping for air? Like, I'm not making fun of the actress or anything, I just think it's, like, how it just comes out of this Vice stamp. Then it's like, I don't think it's as noticeable in the show. Like, right there. Like, that phrase was a good example of it. Something about Julio. And I think we're back around. Now I think we're back around. I think that was the one that tells me we're back around. Yes. And now this one's of all 3 of the, both Aguilera, Oculta, and Julio. And it's like a conversation between the 3, and like I said, if there's going to be an edit at some point, if something happens to this video, I'm going to not use these, so enjoy these while you can. Oh, wait. I didn't even do them yet, so here we go. Was that their monologue from the first episode? I don't know. But it was really long. See, that one was a lot quicker. Oh, something about gift X. So I imagine that's them talking about getting more sacrifices. Is that it? That was the really long one again. So, we're back around. There's a lot of sounds in this one stamp. Matter of fact, there's a ton of sounds in all of these stamps. So these really do have a premium feel because it has all those voice phrasing and obviously like the paint and the details. So let's start putting in these into some belts because this is something we probably never see in the show, but we can do here. So I'm going to bring in the Revice Driver and we will start throwing stamps in. Here's the Revice Driver. We'll start off with the squid. I do appreciate that this is a different, like, standby music. I do like that it is different. That it says all that stuff about the Deadmans. It even says Deadmans up, which the squid, I don't know if it's just because it was too complicated. It looks like it gets a little lost in translation. Like, I think this looks fine. I think that looks really good. This looks looks like it tried a little too hard. But, oh, you get a new standby music that's jamming though. Oh, and I just realized that you could hear like when you stamp it down, when you use it to become the quote unquote dead man form, you can hear it in the background of at least the remix. Maybe that was in the original jingle, but I definitely heard it in the remix. So let's do the final tap. There's that. And that's that one. Let's bring in Junior. And yeah, that's really simple. It just tells you it does the Gracias Deadmans, and it looks like a little flaming skull, like with a kind of doofy looking smiley face, like it's me. But let's remix. There's a red LED. Finish. And that's it for Gifu Jr. But let's do Wolf. I think Wolf turned out the best. It even has a purple LED. But for the Magma Doodle, I think it turned out the best. Obviously, nothing on the button. And if you do that, on the remix. So I think it's really neat that they are similar. They have all the functionalities of a regular Vistamp, but they have their own unique standby musics. I think that's amazing. Well, uniform across the board of these three because they're Deadman stamps and not regular Vistamps. You know, even though well, I guess they are, but they aren't. But I do appreciate that. So let's bring in the next driver and we'll try them out in that one. And here's the two-side driver. We'll start. Alright, let's go on with Gifu Jr. Last but not least, Wolf. Woof. Seeing the wolf go Rambo is cool. And that's the two-side driver. Let's go on to the Deadmans driver. And here's the Deadmans driver. So, let's start. Get the little squid. I like how the squid looks. So, let's... Next up, Gifu Jr. It's cool that it recognizes Gifu Jr., but it kind of looks like a flaming pineapple. I don't know why I think it looks like a flaming pineapple. It just does to me, but that's me. Last but not least. We got a cute little wolf. A cute little blue wolf. And that's it in the Deadmans driver. So let's finish this off with the Libra driver. And here's the Libra driver. So let's get started. Same old Love Cove sounds. Gonna let it finish. Next up. Last but not least. Give me a second. Didn't want to connect. And that's it in the Libra Driver. So let's get back to lower level. And those are the Deadman Vice stamps. Overall, I do like them. They are very much premium Bandai. It makes sense. This one has 24 phrases and conversations. So, and like, that's not even counting like the conversation mode, where those like between all three of the characters. Just for Aguilera phrases, there are 24. These ones only got 4 each. So that's more than double than either of these. Like, maybe even not a lot. Has a lot more than these two. But I think they both all look really good. They have a nice premium feel, obviously. They all work as Vice stamps, which is always a plus. And if you can get a hold of it, I'd recommend it. Overall, another good Vice stamp set. I would say probably Wolf is my favorite amongst the three. I just like the sound it makes at the end. Like that little jingle. Also, I just like how the wolf glows. Like, I don't know if it's just the silver, but like it doesn't go as through the wolf as seems like it's more like going around the squid. And you can't even see anything in that. But overall, I do think all of them are really good. So, try to find them, and hopefully you can get them for a good price. But I think that's pretty much it. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. There's always going to be more Vice stamps around the corner. So, until those or whatever else I decide to do, bye.